Welcome to Menopause Monday, and today I'm talking about the liver and how it can have an effect on your menopause symptoms. I think it's really easy to forget about the importance of the liver. It is one of our fastest regenerating organs of the body, but it's also something that we can take into account if we're getting serious menopausal symptoms. So the liver has a range of function. It acts as a cleanser, so it detoxifies the body. It helps us create bile to make sure that our digestive system is working. It helps us manage our cholesterol levels. It manages our blood glucose levels. It helps us, it stores energy that we can use. And it also helps to remove excess hormones and also cortisol. So if we're, under stress a lot of the time during menopause, we are estrogen dominant, although as your estrogen, you're losing estrogen because of going into the menopause. The estrogen drops off much slower than progesterone does. And so relatively, you are still estrogen dominant. And the liver has a really good, if the liver's working well, it will help you manage that estrogen dominance to a degree. It also stores vitamins, A, D, K, and iron, and B12. A is really good for our hair, our skin, our eyes, our eye health, our bones. Vitamin D is very good for our mental health, our immune system. Vitamin K is really important for blood clotting. So if you're perimenopausal and losing a lot of blood, it could be that if you're able to prioritize your liver health, it might just help you manage that more effectively. Obviously, the liver helps us store iron and produce iron for our hemoglobin, as well as the nervous system, B12. A lot of ladies I talk to really struggle with anxiety and mood swings during the menopause, and it could be down to the fact that your liver is struggling, which is making those mood swings more apparent, or those volcanic eruptions, as some people refer to them as. So sort of various symptoms that you might want to look out for if your liver is struggling. One is nausea. Quite a few ladies talk about feeling nauseous during menopause, and if your liver is already under a lot of pressure, then it can also make you feel more nauseous. It can also make you wake up in the early hours. Now, the liver does most of its work between sort of 1 and 3 in the morning. And so if you're waking up during those hours and you're not able to go back to sleep, it could well be because the liver is doing the work it needs to do. And because it's creating energy, it's just creating sufficient energy in the background that it's keeping your body awake. And then after 3 o'clock, normally you can then go back off to sleep. That could be an indication that your liver is struggling to a degree. And I will share a few tips with you at the end of this as to how to do a gentle detoxification, and also things that you can incorporate on a daily basis just to help support your overall liver health. Also, skin is one that can really react through menopause. Now, if the liver is overloaded, it's going to get rid of the excesses however it can. And normally, if it's overloaded, it will show in the skin. So you might suddenly find that you've developed psoriasis, eczema. If you already have those, it may have got worse. You might have started with acne. You might have started with just breakouts and pimples and spots. That is also a sign that your liver is struggling to manage. Digestive issues. Liver is really important at creating bile, and bile helps to sort of keep things moving. If you're suddenly getting gassy, if you're getting cramps, if you're getting constipated, or could be the other end of the spectrum, it could be that you're getting diarrhea. That again is another signal that the liver could be under a bit of stress. So there's things that you can do. Cravings also. Now, because the liver helps us manage our blood glucose levels, if you are getting a lot of cravings and they're suddenly appearing out of nowhere, again, it's another signal that your liver could well be struggling. And the same with feeling always hungry. Now, part of that is probably tied to the fact that your sleep is being affected through the menopause, whether that's through hot flushes, whether that's because your liver's on overdrive, whether it's just because you're feeling antsy and bitsy, and with all these hormonal changes, it's difficult to sleep fully and have good quality sleep. When our sleep is is affected negatively, it also has an impact on the hormones that control our appetite, and also the hormones that tell us that we're full. So combine that with the fact that your liver might be under some level of stress. It's affecting your blood glucose levels. It could be compounding all that into like these mad cravings that you're getting, and also feeling hungry the majority of the time. Again, that if you can prioritize your sleep and also focus on detoxifying your liver, then you're likely to find that these cravings will go. I find certainly by eating more vegetables, cutting out the processed foods and the sugars, the obvious things, if I'm ever going to have a craving, they vanish. And it's just from nutritional changes. So if you feel that you're really at the mercy of cravings, do not despair. There are so many things that you can do to help get rid of them. So the sort of tips to help you get rid of, to help you get rid of these sort of various issues and to help to support your liver is, I would keep it really simple. I would commit to maybe a gentle detox twice a year. I think it's much easier to do that. It's kind of can kickstart off a healthy habit too, so, or a healthier selection of habits. If you're sort of down in the dumps, you're feeling out of sorts, you just think, ugh, you feel awful, you don't recognize who you are anymore, you might be a little bit overweight, or you might be underweight, you're just not feeling the way you used to feel. Focus on a couple of gentle detoxes, and then after the detox is finished, then really consider taking some action steps towards a healthier lifestyle. If you need help with that, that's what I am ninja at. Just message me, I will help you do that. Is something you can also do yourself and incorporate some of the steps that I'm going to suggest with you. So just want to sort of talk about supplements first of all. I think it's fairly common knowledge that milk thistle is known to help support liver function. You can get it from health food shops. Same as DIM, D-I-M. That's a supplement that is it comes from cruciferous vegetables. Now, I would always recommend that you eat plenty of cruciferous vegetables. Helps to get rid of that estrogen dominance that I was talking about earlier. But DIM it's almost like eating 2 bowls of Brussels sprouts or broccoli or cabbage, one of those good healthy cruciferous vegetables in a small supplement form. So that is something you can consider taking more regularly. There is also something called calcium D-Glucarate. Now, this has been, there's quite a few studies on it. I can't honestly recommend where to get it from. What I would suggest is to Google it and have a look at the reviews, and maybe even talk to your health shop that you know, if you get various things from your health shop already, that's where I would go first if you want to get hold of it. It is used in the treatment of various sex organ cancers, but it's also known to help just help the liver detoxify itself, to help the blood flow within the liver, and just to help it to do the job it's designed to do. So do consider getting that as a supplement too, and see how you feel on them. I always say to people, see how you feel. Certain things might work for you and they may not work for others. So really, you know, use yourself as a guinea pig. These are safe things to try. And if you notice a difference, then continue with them. And if you don't notice a difference, well, then, you know, don't order anymore. I think that's the best advice, because we are all slightly different. We all manage stress differently, and stress has a massive impact on our menopausal symptoms because of the fact that our adrenal glands back up the job of the ovaries when they go into retirement. So if you manage stress well, it's likely that your menopausal symptoms are likely to be less. So, you know, it is very much a jigsaw puzzle, and it's a matter of finding the pieces that make your puzzle fit. And so with these supplements, you know, don't go and buy a massive amount of them. Try them for a couple of weeks, see how you're feeling on them. And if you notice a noticeable improvement, then obviously continue with them. Now, with liver health, you are best to, or on your liver detox, I would do something sort of 7 days to 10 days. You don't need to plan especially for it, but make sure it's in a time of your life where you're not going to be really stressed. So, you know, you're not about to move house, for instance, because I mean, oh God, a moving house is just a nightmare, isn't it? So make sure, you know, you've got a fairly calm period ahead of you so you can actually focus on your detox. If you don't have a water filter yet, I would get one, a water filter jug. They make water taste amazing. That's personally what I would do. And if you've already got a water filter jug, make sure you put a clean water filter in, because I think we're all guilty of keeping the little filter cassette in longer than we probably should do. So make sure you're really flushing through your body with clean water that's had a lot of the toxins taken out of it. When you think about it, you know, everything, the air that we breathe in, the food that we eat, the water that we drink, we're bombarded on so many levels with different heavy metals. That's something else I just want to add as well, with different heavy metals, various hormones and things that we might be getting from our food, various pesticides, fertilizers that get into the water supply and also into the food chain. When you think, you know, if you eat meat, even if you eat organic meat, the animals themselves produce their own hormones. So you're still going to be ingesting hormones from something else. So just consider reducing your meat or even going meat free for a few days. Like I said, eat more cruciferous vegetables, eat more vegetables, full stop. Don't overdo it on the protein. If you eat too much protein, it can create too much ammonia, and then that puts the liver under more stress. And also, if you eat too much protein, it just turns to fat because the body will take what it needs. There's some really good plant-based sources of protein. So I do recommend, you know, try going veggie, try going vegan for a few days and just see how you feel. When I go vegan, I love it. But then I do miss some animal products. I love eggs, for instance. I find it really hard to cut out eggs, and they're a really healthy sort of whole protein. So and I love fish. You've got to have something that fits with you, but do consider going veggie heavy for those 10 days. Drink lots of water, prioritize sleep, cut out alcohol, cut out caffeine. So caffeine, tea, coffee, and caffeinated drinks. Soda drinks, caffeinated drinks. It takes the liver about 8 hours to metabolize the chemicals that are in coffee. Now, I'm sure some coffees are better than others. I'm a real coffee snob. I like to think I drink high quality coffee when I drink it. At the moment, I'm drinking Tea-Chino, which is a completely uncaffeinated coffee. So if you really need your coffee fix, get Tea-Chino. I love it. I'm not affiliated with the brand. It's something I mention a lot, but it's something that I love, and it's a completely healthy coffee alternative. It's spelled TEECCINO. If you're in the UK, I get mine from iherb.com. They're much better value than Amazon. And that's just a little aside. But I also noticed it reduces my menopausal joint pain when I cut out caffeine. I was more concerned about cutting out caffeine than I was about cutting out alcohol. And the Tea-Chino is just a no-brainer, and I have it black. It's just a really nice, soft flavored, coffee flavored drink. Give it a try. My favorite, there's quite a few different flavor variations. Java is my favorite. Vanilla nut is another really nice one, and also mocha is a nice flavor as well. But take a look at the website and see what you think. There's a good description of each of those flavors. They'll give you a good idea of the various, possibilities that you could try out. And just on the detoxification side of heavy metals, montmorillonite clay, bentonite clay, it's also known as. If I ever have an upset tummy, if I'm feeling acidic, sometimes even like doing a workout, if I've maybe pulled something in my tummy, it can make my tummy feel quite acidic. I've had it when I've been skiing before, and I think I've just done, a move that's pulled something inside and it makes your tummy feel just acidic. Bentonite clay is fantastic as an antacid, but it also attracts heavy metals. So essentially you just pee them out of your body. I have like a heaped teaspoon in a glass of warmish water. You need to let it settle for about 20 minutes and then stir it and put it into a shaker cup and give it a good shake. It is a bit like drinking watery clay. I actually love the flavor of it. Some people, they say it's like drinking earth. For me, it's a really natural flavor. It looks quite milky, but make sure that you get a food grade version and that it's proven to not have any heavy metals in it, because as it comes from the ground, you don't want to be buying a bentonite clay that's also got heavy metals in it. So again, make sure you find a worthy supplier of it. It is also known as montmorillonite clay. But I don't have it that regularly, but if I was going to do a detox, I would probably have that on my first day and just help get rid of any heavy metals and toxins and lead that I've got from the atmosphere by just breathing. And yeah, I really enjoy it. And like I said, if I've got an upset tummy or I've got a sore tummy, I have a glass of that and it makes the biggest difference. I suppose it's like a healthier version of, I don't know what I don't even take Rennies, Bicidol, that sort of stuff. I think, you know, antacids that are out there on the market. I never take an antacid. So essentially you're looking to cut out alcohol, you're looking to cut out caffeine, you're looking to cut out sugars and processed foods. That's why I say just do it over a small period of time. So 7 or 10 days. It's easy to get rid of these things for that short period of time. Include loads of vegetables, some fruit. Start every day with a pint of warm water with apple cider vinegar in it. Apple cider vinegar is very good for our gut health. It is not, it's even if you have a sensitive stomach, it's not likely to trigger any acidity in there. If it does, then obviously stop drinking it. But I would recommend, I mean, I go glub, and then it's probably 2 or 3 teaspoonfuls of apple cider vinegar that I have in warm water. And just give yourself some space. So if you get a chance to do like a 5-minute meditation in the morning, write some daily affirmations, healthy affirmations, what you want to achieve in life, and just have those 10 days for you or 7 days for you, and just focus on supporting your liver health. And I would also do a quick journal. I would write down how you're feeling in your body right now. What are your major symptoms? What are things that you would like to have change as a result of doing the detox? And then at the end of the 10 days, have a look back and you know, compare your notes. So how are you feeling after 10 days to how you were feeling on day 1? And I think it just helps to bring to mind the things that have changed. You know, maybe even rate yourself, you know, sleep 1 out of 10 or out of 10, 1 to 10. What are your cravings like? 0 to 10. Are you a 7? Are you a 6? Are you a 5? When you've done your 10 days detox, what are your cravings like now? What's your sleep like now after 10 days? Do you have an urge for alcohol still after 10 days? Do you have an urge for coffee still after 10 days? And just so you can actually document how you're feeling after that detox, and it will help you do a detox again in the future, because you're documenting the benefits that you're feeling. But also it might be that you're thinking, I've really enjoyed doing this, I'm feeling so much better, I'm actually going to use this as the catalyst to start focusing more on my lifestyle and my healthier habits. So leave that with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like this, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. And please give me a thumbs up. I'd be really appreciative. Catch you soon. Take care.